Hi everybody, it's just Claire here. I wasn't sure whether to actually make this video. I'm feeling quite vulnerable at the moment. But then I thought, if it stops just one person going through what I'm going through, it'll be worth it. So, as you can probably see, I've got a severe facial burn. And before anyone jumps to any conclusions, I want to explain exactly what's happened as I see it. I've just been on a wonderful holiday with my daughter, and like many people, before I went, I had been using a facial skin booster with retinol, a retinol facial skin booster, as part of my normal skincare routine. Everything I'd read was good about it. I also wore sunscreen because that's what it said to do, which I would do anyway. This wasn't a case of lying in the sun without any protection at all. Despite that, I developed this burn, as you can see. Unfortunately, to make matters worse, I believe, our flights home were cancelled. We were literally stranded at the airport for nearly 2 days with no access to our checked-in luggage, so just hand luggage. The damage, unfortunately, had already been done, but I had nothing to care for my skin with me, nothing big, so it became even worse, very dry, tight, and very painful, even to eat and drink. So, when I finally got home, I did some research, spoke to a couple of people, got some advice. I cleaned it with cold water, which is what I was advised to do. Use petroleum jelly, Vaseline, to help soften the skin, which did really help. I do have to say, it took the pain away. But after a couple of days, I decided to seek medical advice because I got very concerned about the severity of it. It didn't seem to be going down at all. And clearly the possibility of infection, it was bleeding a little bit. And so now I've got some medical care, medical antibiotic cream and stuff. And it is being monitored. So it's much better now than it was. But at the moment, I don't know what the long-term outcome will be. And the reason I'm decided really to share this with you all isn't because I want sympathy, so I don't want you thinking that. In fact, I nearly didn't post this at all, because you can see it doesn't look very nice. But if I'd kept quiet and somebody else went through the same thing, I know I'd always regret it. And because when I started looking for information, after I returned home about what this was and what had happened, I realised there are quite a lot of articles saying things like, retinol can make your skin more sensitive to the sun. Who knew? Unfortunately, there was no warning on my actual product. I did check. There was one small sentence that actually said apply sunscreen, which you would anyway, but very few people in fact nobody show what it can actually mean or what can actually happen if you don't apply sun cream or if things go wrong. I'm not telling anyone not to use retinol. Please don't think that. I'm not saying this will happen to everyone, because I hope that it doesn't happen to anyone else. I'm simply saying, please make sure you understand the potential risks, especially if you're going somewhere really hot with really strong sunshine. Oh, actually, that's been in the UK recently. Read the advice carefully. Speak to a skincare professional if you're even a little bit unsure, and make an informed decision that's right for you. As a hypnotherapist, I spend my life encouraging people, my clients, to ask themselves, for any situation, what can I learn from this? And that's exactly the question I've been asking myself about this situation. I can't change what's happened. And I don't know at this point what the long-term outcome will be. But it's sharing my experience makes just one person stop, think and protect their skin before they go on holiday. Then something good and positive will have come from it. Because sometimes we don't get to choose what happens to us. But we do always get to choose what we do with it. And that is what I really want you all to remember. So, this is Claire, Dodgy Face, signing off today. Have a great weekend.